Until the late age of 40, Muhammad ibn Abdullah, a merchant from the Arabian city of Mecca, was a righteous, virtuous, yet still seemingly unexceptional man. He did not expect to receive divine revelations, challenge his own tribe, suffer persecution, flee his hometown, command armies, conquer cities, and ultimately change the world forever. In other words, Muhammad, the Prophet of Islam, was not like Jesus of Nazareth, the Christ of Christianity, who had a supernatural birth, a wise childhood, a preconceived mission, and a foreknown finale. Rather, he was like Moses, who, until his encounter with the burning bush on Mount Horeb, also didn't know what God expected of him. Notably, Muhammad's first encounter with the divine also took place on a mountain, Jabal al-Nur, or Mountain of Light, a small hill that rises a few miles outside Mecca. On this peak, there is a cave, known as Hira, where Muhammad used to withdraw periodically to contemplate. Yet in AD 610, in the month of Ramadan, his reflections were disrupted when he suddenly realized that he wasn't alone in the cave. He heard a voice telling him, "Ikra," or recite. "Recite," the voice said repeatedly, "in the name of your Lord who created the human from a clot." These were the very first words of the scripture that would be known to the world as the recitation, or the Quran. Muhammad's first response to this initial revelation was what the Quran also ascribes to Moses: fear. He ran back home with his heart beating severely, only to ask his wife Khadija, "Cover me, cover me." When the latter learned what happened, she took Muhammad to her cousin Waraka, a Christian who used to write with Hebrew letters. When this mysterious Judeo-Christian sage heard the story, he comforted Muhammad. The voice that terrified him was no demon, Waraka said, but, "Holy, holy! By him in whose hand is the soul of Waraka, there hath come unto Muhammad the greatest namus, even he that would come unto Moses. Verily, Muhammad is the prophet of this people." The Arabic word namus, probably from the Greek word nomos, meant either the angel of revelation or divine law or scripture. In both senses, it referred to a Mosaic precedent. So, at the very first assurance of his prophecy, Muhammad was also informed about his role model. He was the new Moses whom God sent to the Arabs, the children of Ishmael. Unlike their cousins, the children of Israel, these were a people whose forefathers were not warned. In other words, they had not yet received revelations from God. But now, a warner had finally come to them, with two revolutionary calls. Arabs had to give up worshiping the idols of their fathers, and instead worship only the one true God,